Students, welcome to this video lecture program for BBA, Subject Consumer Behavior, semester 5th semester for Bangalore North University, session 1. So in this video lecture, the students will be able to know the meaning of consumer behavior, managerial and consumer perspective of consumer behavior. So before going to the meaning of consumer behavior, so I wanted to discuss with you the brief introduction to a consumer behavior. So for every organization, there are various functional departments such as production department, sales department, marketing department, finance department, and other other departments. One of the main functional department of any organization is marketing department. The marketing department objective is to supply the goods and services that customers require. So, for every manager or marketing manager wanted to know what is the requirements of the consumer according to their taste and preferences needs, he has to manufacture the goods and services. That is called as consumer oriented market. So one of the market the manager has to know the target groups of their products in order to satisfy the consumer wants and needs, as well as he has to understand the behavior of the consumer so that he can produce the product and services according to the taste and preferences of consumers. In this view, we shall proceed with the official meaning of consumer behavior. Before that, we should know what is the learning objective of this session. After this video lecture, the students will be able to understand the meaning of consumer behavior, managerial and consumer perspective of consumer behavior. And the session outcome is that the students will be able to understand the meaning of consumer behavior, managerial and consumer perspective of consumer behavior. Let us start with the meaning of consumer behavior. It is the study of how individuals make decision on how to spend their available resources. See, the consumer has various resources such as time, money, and efforts. All these resources that has a customer is going to spend what he needs in order to fulfill his unfulfilled demands. The various resources that customer has is time, money, and efforts. By spending these time, money, and efforts on various consumption related items, so how he behaves at the time of purchase, as well as before purchasing, he is going to search the product, what he wants, what actually he wants. For that, he is going to search the product, and at the time of purchasing, he is going to behave behave according to his taste and preferences. And while using also product, he is going to behave and evaluating the products or services. And even sometime he has if he sells the product, disposing the products also, he behaves in such a manner that they expect will satisfy their needs. So this is the meaning of consumer behavior. So definition of consumer behavior. So some authors is defined consumer behavior. So one of the authors, Webster's, according to him, consumer behavior is the psychological feeling of the consumer. What is psychological? Psychological is nothing but it's nothing but thinking process, thought process related to mental process that is going to apply what to buy, what not to buy, that makes him a decision making process. And even some social factors such as reference groups, and reference groups also makes the impact on the purchasing behavior of the consumer. And even sometimes physical behavior at the time of purchasing the product or services for a potential customer, as they become aware of evaluation. So every customer is aware that what to buy, what not to buy, that he is going to make a evaluation. When there is a more alternatives, he is going to make evaluation, and he is going to purchase the best out of one and consumes. So after brief evaluation and purchase, he is going to consume the product. If it is fit to him according to his taste and preferences, definitely is going to tell other fellow consumers about the product and services positively. When he is going to convey the or refer other groups also when his wants and needs when his wants and needs his um, wants and needs he is suitable to him according to his taste and preferences. And the next question is consumer behavior focuses on how individual make decision to spend their available resources to satisfy their consumption needs. So if a marketing manager uh, get answers to these questions, then you will be able to understand what is the meaning of consumer behavior clearly. The first question is what to buy. So first of all, the manufacturer or marketer is to know what to buy, who are the buyers, whether product their whatever the product is manufactured by the marketer is, whether it is for youngsters, whether it is for senior citizen, whether it is for children's. If he makes clear that what to buy, then he is easily understand what is the meaning of consumer behavior. When to buy, when to buy means what time he is going to buy the product. This is called as seasonal products. And where to buy. So present day customer has more option to buy the products physical market. He has the option to purchase the products in physical market as well as in online market. So that where to buy. So consumer prefer this is question is basically the given to preferences of the consumer. That means, according to the preferences of the customer, a manufacturer can supply the goods to physically or through virtually. How often he is going to buy the products? If marketer is able to answer this question, how often? That means at what regular intervals the consumer is going to buy his products or services. How much to buy? How much means nothing but it is quantity wise of products that is customer is going to purchase it. So if the on these questions, if a customer, if a manufacturer answers it, he can easily understand what is the meaning of consumer behavior. Then let us understand the managerial and consumer perspective on consumer behavior. So from these two point of view, we can analyze the consumer behavior from managerial perspective. So under this approach, individual customers used information is obtained on their needs, thought process, and characteristics, which is aggregated to specific consumer segment who later targeted with specific products or service offerings. So basically, in case of manager perspective, there are two approaches that is called as micro and cognitive. What is micro approach? Micro approach is nothing but where he is going to individual customer is going to make his decision on the basis of attitudes, perception, and lifestyle, and sometimes demographic characteristics. Based on this, he is going to purchase the product that affects the his purchasing decision. And another is cognitive approach. What is cognitive approach? Cognitive approach is nothing but thinking process of an individual, of consumer, and which influences the decision making process, and even which affects the some environmental factors such as social reference groups and family and cultural of the individual customers. And another one is consumer perspective. What is consumer perspective? It contains that an understanding of this field will help them become more knowledgeable and better customers. So according to this approach, consumer is consumer is called as king, where he has a many options to purchase the product, and he has a various choices to best select one out of various alternatives. Even consumers are interested in taking buying decision across the broad range of products alternatives in order to select the product and brand which suits them according to his lifestyles. And even sometimes more choices among products is viewed as opportunity to make choice and gain from additional alternatives at the time of, and even sometimes he get the lesser prices and discounts too from the marketers. And finally, the consumer behavior not only made the better consumer but also given to the consumer awareness movement. Therefore, all the marketers as well as consumer point of view, the interest of the consumer should be protected. For that, we have a various rules and regulations, and even we have a acts called as COPRA, Consumer Protection Regulation Act, where the interest of the consumers will get protected. So, from this perspective, consumer interest can be protected. And out of the meaning definitions, I have prepared some MCQs so that concepts can be cleared. So first one, let us discuss first one. According to Webster's, consumer behavior defined as, in initially it is Webster's definition is given as psychological behavior. That is, psychological is nothing but it's related to mental things, mental process, thinking process, and even some social behavior where the customers has affected on social reference groups, social groups, and physical behavior at the time of purchase. So all these constitute consumer behaviors according to Webster. Resources. Resources include time, money, effort. So even every customer has time, money, and efforts. By putting all these efforts, he is going to purchase the products. That is, he acts in a particular way. Consumer behavior focuses on. So consumer usually behaves, what to buy. What to buy means what things he needs. This question answers that what is the customer needs and preferences, what to buy, what not to buy. That depends upon the consumer taste and preferences. When to buy means timing, seasonal products, at what time he is going to buy the products. That depends upon the requirements of the customer. And where to buy, so where present day customer has various option to buy the products and services, through physically he can buy it or through virtually he can buy it. That depends upon the convenient of the consumers. So if a marketer answers all these questions, and he can easily segment the market according to the taste and preferences of the consumer. For this question, the answer is all of the above. And manage from manager perspective on consumer behavior includes, so from manager perspective on consumer behavior includes, so initially I have discussed about manager perspective. There are two things that should be kept in mind for the analysis of consumer behavior, that is micro approach as well as cognitive approach. Micro approach is nothing but it's something relating to some a micro approach is something relating to attitude, perceptions, and lifestyle of the demographic. And even cognitive approach is nothing but thinking process of the consumer behavior. So the answer is all of the above. Consumer perspective includes, so as I said, consumer perspective, he can have a better choices of products, since in the market there are various alternatives are available, and he can select the product to match their lifestyle. So according to his lifestyle, he can match the product, since there are various alternative products are available. And even consumer has the protect the interest through consumer awareness movement, through various rules and regulations. That is one of the act that is passed, that is called as COPRA, Consumer Protection Regulation Act. Through that, consumer interest can be protected. So the answer is all of the above. So if consumer gets all these things, he can be his interest can be protected. And even I have given some references. Through that, uh, various information is taken. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.